Hello, welcome to all to session 20. I am CA Padmini Vasant. I am Chartered Accountant. Today we shall explore the unique world of charts. What are graphs and charts in Excel? Dear students, charts and graphs elevate your data by providing an easy to understand visualization of numeric values. While the two terms, namely charts and graphs, are often used interchangeably, they are slightly different. Graphs are the most basic way to represent data visually and typically display data point values over a duration of time. Charts are a bit more complex as they allow you to compare pieces of data set relative to the other data in the set. Charts are also considered more visual than graphs. People often use charts and graphs in presentation to give management, client or the teamwork a quick snapshot into progress or results. You can create a chart or graph to represent nearly any kind of quantitative data. Looking at the tabs, charts are embedded under Insert tab, and one can see the various recommended charts and the other individual charts which are embedded under Chart section. And one can observe that there is a large variety of charts available here. Let us look at them one by one. Consider the first one, the column chart. Some of the most commonly used charts is the common chart, and this is best used to compare information or if you have multiple categories of one variable. Bar charts. The main difference between the bar chart and the column chart are that the bars are horizontal instead of vertical. You can often use bar charts interchangeably with column chart. We have next one, stock, surface or radar chart. Traditionally used to display the high, low or closing price of stock, one uses the stock chart. Surface chart is a chart to represent data across a 3D landscape, and radar chart is used to display data from multiple variables in relation to each other using a radar platform. Coming to the next one, that is the line chart. Line chart is most useful for showing trend over time rather than static data points. Next one is your area chart. Area chart, just like any line chart, area chart shows changes in values over time. However, because the area beneath each line is solid, area charts are useful to call attention to difference in change among multiple variables. Now we shall have one can also use combo chart. This combinations of chart that is embedded under this. Then you can also have a look at the pie chart. Pie chart uses to compare percentage of a whole. So each value is represented as a piece of the pie, so you can identify the proportion. And the last but not the least, one can also use scatter chart. Similar to line graphs, because they are useful for showing change in variables over time, scatter charts are used specifically to show how one variable affects another. Let us have a look at how to use the chart function. Consider the given data set. So if I want to create a chart function for the given data set, you need to cover the area, and under the Insert tab, choose if you know which chart you can use it for the data, you can directly go to that, or you can click upon recommended charts. So this automatically will select the type of the recommended chart for the data set. So one can see here that this has my recommendations vary from clustered column type of data, even we can choose the clustered bar. So if I click upon clustered column, we can see that my chart looks like this, and among that you can choose even the selection of the view. So plot area can be darkened. So we understood that the selection of chart types, one thing is very sure, is based on the type of data. So if you clearly look at the all chart function here, I have so many types of charts: column, line, pie, bar, area, scatter, stock, surface, radar and combo. So just because I have a data set, I cannot apply any chart. Say for example, for the given data set I have applied surface area. You can see that one can hardly interpret the details. So we must very clearly identify what kind of chart can be used for the values. We shall explore this now. So first one, do you want to compare values? So if one wants to compare values, then the charts which should be used are column, bar, line. Want to show composition, that is, we can use this type of chart to show individual parts make up the whole of something, such as device type used for mobile visitors to your website, or total sales broken down by sales representative. Then one can use pie, stacked bar, stacked column, etc. If you want to know or understand the distribution of your data, then distribution charts help you to understand outliners, the normal tendency and the range of information in your value. We can use scatter plot, line, column, bar, etc. If one is interested in analyzing trends, then the chart which can be used are line chart, column chart, etc. If you want to know the relationship between two value sets, then the best chart will be scatter plot, bubble, line, etc. Now let us understand these chart types with the help of following example. We shall start the discussion with column chart. A column chart is used to show comparison among different items, or it can show a comparison of items over time. You should use this format to see the revenue per customer, etc. So there are certain protocols which one should follow. So best design practices for column charts are: use consistent colors throughout the chart, selecting accent colors to highlight meaningful data points or changes over time. Use horizontal labels to improve readability, and start the y-axis at 0 to appropriately reflect the values in your graph. We shall now discuss with respect to bar. It should be used to avoid clutter when one data label is long or if you have more than 10 items to compare. This type of visualization can also be used to display negative numbers. The design best practice for bar graphs are: use consistent colors throughout the chart, selecting accent colors to highlight meaningful data points or changes over time. Use horizontal labels to improve readability. Start the x-axis at 0 to approximately reflect the values in your graph. We shall now discuss the line graph. Consider the line graph as given here. A line graph reveals trends or progress over time and can be used to show many different categories of data. You should use it when your chart has a continuous data set. The best design practice will be: use solid lines only. Don't plot more than 4 to 5 lines to avoid visual distraction. Use the right height so the lines take up roughly 2/3 of the y-axis height. The chart in front of you is called as pie chart. A pie chart shows a static number and how categories represent part of the whole, that is the composition of a data set. A pie chart represents numbers in percentage. The total sum of all segments need to equal to 100%. The best practices for pie chart will be, don't illustrate too many categories to ensure differentiation between slices. Ensure that slice value adds up to 100% and order slices according to their size. We shall now discuss the area chart. An area chart is basically a line chart, but the space between the x-axis and the line is filled with color or pattern. It is useful for showing part to whole relations, such as showing individual sales representative contribution to total sales for a year. It helps you to analyze both overall and individual trend. The best practice for area chart would be use transparent colors so information isn't lost in the background. Don't display more than 4 categories to avoid clutter, and organize highly variable data at the top of the chart to make it easy to read. So dear students, we have discussed various types of chart in this session, and I have shown you with the help of the data set the formation of various charts functions. So we shall discuss in detail in our next session with examples. Thank you very much. Take care.